Okay, we are going to learn about histograms. This is an example right here of a histogram. I'm going to go on the next page and do one out so you can see it. It's similar to bar graph, but a histogram groups numbers into ranges. So these would be range from, well, actually that goes like 40 to 49, and then 50 to 59, and so on. And we'll label that more better when we do it. But a histogram, no spaces in between the bars like there are on a bar graph. Alright, so steps for creating a histogram. We need to decide what's called bin widths. And this example is not on in your packet, but I wanted to create one to show you. So here's a bunch of test scores. As you look through them, I see my lowest is 48, my highest is 100. So right there, what I think that I'm going to do for bin widths is do 41 to 50. This isn't working. Okay, so 41 to 50 would be one, and actually let me do this up here. 41 to 50, and then 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. Okay, and then from there you would come up with you would tally them. So 48 goes here, 75, 99, 86, 55, 100, 92, 98, 90, 58, and so on. You can go ahead and do those. I had done these, whoops, 55, I put in the wrong one. 55 goes here. I had done these ahead of time. So there was 1, 2, 2, 4, 7, and 6. Okay, so once you have your frequencies done, okay, then to make the histogram itself. So when you do a histogram, you need labels. This is your test scores down here. Okay, and we're going to have, I'm going to put a little break here because it doesn't start at 0, and this side starts at 0. So what I mean by that is this first one is 41 to 50 because it doesn't start at 0. We put a little break there. And then 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. And it's so small you can barely read it, but there you go. So then 41 to 50 had 1, so there's 1. 51 to 60 had 2. 61 to 70, there are 2. 71 to 80, there are 4, so we come up, there's 4. And then 81 to 90, there was 6. And 91 to 100, there was 5. And there's your histogram. Label, you want to give it a title. This piece is kind of in the way for me, but my title at the top would be test scores. Okay, and there you go. So you decide your steps. We decided the bin widths, tally the numbers, we set up your axis. X-axis is your bin width, y-axis is your frequencies, and then label your axes and your title. So there's a title. I labeled test scores down here, and this would just be the frequency on this side. Okay, there you go. Let's look at a couple of the examples. So we have, let's see, this first one, the histograms to the right shows the heights of 21 students in a class grouped into 5-inch groups. How many students were greater than or equal to 60? So 60 is right here. I don't love this example because I like bin widths. I like that to be labeled 50 to 54, and then say the next one would be 55 to 59, 60 to 64, and so on. But regardless, how many students were greater than or equal to 60 inches tall would be everyone from here up. So that is 5 with this one, 2, 3, and 1. So we add them up, and that gives us 11 students. Okay. Next, a class carried out an experiment to measure the lengths of cuckoo eggs. The length of each egg was measured to the nearest millimeter. The results are shown in the histogram. How many eggs were measured all together in the experiment? So this one you just add, you just figure them all out. This first one is 1, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17. That looks like it's at 40. This is really hard to read. And 5, 6, 7, 8 again. And then you would just add all of those up, okay, to get your answer. All right, one more example. I will do this histogram with you, and then you'll be on your own to do the practice. So here, the frequency table is already given. The intervals 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. So you go through your list and you tally them up. Okay, I am going to, I did tally them ahead of time. There was 2 in this range. 2, 4, 6, and 4. So we have the frequencies. So there you go. So now when we go to do our histogram, all right, I did not save that, but hopefully you wrote it down so you can follow along. Draw your histogram. Again, I'm going to do a little break here because 51, it starts at 51, not at 0. 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. This is, we have Miss Mosher's class test scores. So again, our title is just test scores. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's all we have to go up to. And then we go 51 to 60. There were 2. Oops, right here. And you can color these in if you want to. You don't have to. 61 to 70. There were 2. 71 to 80. There are 4. 81 to 90. There are 6. And 91 to 100. There are 4. So there you go. There's your histogram, there's your lesson. Go ahead, try the practice on pages 9, 10, and 11.